Right, welcome to episode 38. Hard to believe that it's here already. I just started exporting the previous one. Um, and I think I looked at my inventory and I thought, yeah, switching to brick chain now would be kind of weird. Plus it gives me a good excuse to put it off longer. So we're going to do pneumatic craft. See if I can get into the ME controller today instead. Then once I have that, I can basically do whatever I want, including, but not limited to, the brick chain. So yeah, we'll see. Plastic sheets I'm actually super close to. All I need to do is get a tank of, not that tank, ideally. Does that have fluid in it? No. Oh, I don't actually need this one. Hold on. I can use this one. Because I need biodiesel, that's what I need. Now again, this is like, if I had more time, I would actually properly automate this. Or not even automate necessarily, but hold on a second. I can actually choose this. It's got 20k. Okay. I just filled it here. Now I was planning on crafting this up. I think I could probably do channels. That's right. I want to do this a pattern so it crafts automatically, like these engine rotors. Um, Blazing redstone. Well, let's calculate how many I need here. I think actually the crafting calculator. Crafting calculator. This guy. Black dye. Oh man. Of course it's black dye. Oh, here we go. So I just realized you can actually dupe blaze powder using these molten cores. So all it takes is this Tablet of Awakening, which is, I'm not going to say cheap, but definitely not actually that bad. You turn these into blaze rods, and then you just crush this down, which, I'm not going to lie, I kind of like that. That was unintentional, but I'm going to say it was intentional. We'll get rid of, man, I really got to actually deal with this stuff. Okay, now I actually want to get rid of this sawdust, don't we? Alright, we'll dump it all in here for now. So each time you do that, you net, I don't know, quite a bit, because I'm at almost a stack now. This doesn't have enough juice, but eventually it will craft all of the turbine blades I need. And that's pretty much going to be it. Realistically speaking, I should craft another compressor. So let's do that, I think. We need one of these, a laboratory furnace. What's this do? Sorry if I'm quiet. Interesting. There's another pneumatic casing. I'm so proud of this texture, by the way. Look at that. Look at how nice that is. Or model, I should say. And texture. Very happy with it. So there is that. Oh, were we out of bricks? Shouldn't be. There we go. Another air compressor. That was not cheap. But we kind of have to have it, I think. I think these go here. And then we gotta make the brass cog blocks. Which is like so. 2 of those. 20 more brass rods. Which I think we can make here easy enough. This is the first time I've wanted time in a bottle. In the meantime, though, so that is crafting up the better pressure. But in the meantime, we can do this, which actually requires pressure. So, oh, you know what I can do? I can actually just snatch this one. And then say, hey, do your thing. but the other way. Can I rotate it? Yes. And then we'll snatch this charcoal. Oh yeah, and then pipe. We are officially making plastic. And as a benefit, we're also cooling down this chest. Which is useful because we can use it to double our plastic. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's see. Guessing it won't. Like it shouldn't, but it'd be sick if it did. I also let's see if I can B. All right. So, plastic. Let's go. Now it does raise the temperature quite a bit, which I don't think is a problem. I kind of want to move this to the side, have the output be there, then have the plastic be here, and then auto input. Perfect. Okay, so at some point yeah, it won't consistently give you two, which honestly is fine. I don't need too much right now. Etching acid does require a bucket of plastic, so let's do that. This is quite efficient. How can we do this, like, fluid to item? How can we do this? In-world solidifying. Is there no... Huh. It's literally just like that, huh? Now, I do know I added this recipe here, dry rubber to plastic, which that might not actually make sense, but we also have rubber. Like this, I don't think really makes sense, but whatever. I mean, just a placer and a picker-upper would be fine, but I would kind of want to do like this guy, blast chiller. Oh, dang it. It's not getting enough power. I think I need to disconnect this vortex tube in order to actually craft these items. So, yes, that is correct. I think I might disconnect this one as well, for now. Oh, it's crafted. Sweet. Okay. Let's craft up that etching acid. So that we need a bucket of plastic. What is it? Here we go. Alright. I feel like I should maybe make more than one. So let's do two. I know it's not a lot more than one, but... Oh, I didn't realize we had a couple buckets of biodiesel. Forgot about that. And then the other thing was... flesh. Okay. So let's do this. Alright, so I think this makes a little more sense. So the empty PCB needs to be exposed. Okay, in the UV light box. So let's start that right now. I think we're actually good on that. So we'll keep this going for now. There we go. We'll just come over here and do that every now and then. Etching acid is a fluid, so it does make me kind of want to actually have this have a recipe, which would be kind of fun. Or use the fluid for something. Alright, let's start crafting. So this is the part that I like to see is like recipes, specifically changed recipes, which ironically these are not changed recipes. But yeah, specifically these, huh? Reinforced stone slabs. There's a charging station, Imatron tablet. There's this guy. Okay, and then we're gonna need a tank. Good thing I crafted an extra. What else do we need? That might be it, actually. UV light box. We don't have that. Okay, so this requires a PCB. Oof, we don't have a lot of that stuff. We do need this, though. So plastic, Electrum, red alloy. Red alloy. Wire. We'll just craft in here, because I'm too lazy to go to the other place. And then we got... So that's that. We'll save this recipe as well. So we can do 3 right now. We want to do like a bajillion. So let's do that. We don't have Electrum? Hmm. Can we craft that? Yes, we can. Very nice. Oh, why isn't it? I thought it was in blocking. Oh. There we go. Not gonna matter for this, but for different recipes it does. And then we want for the sheets. Oof, we still don't have that. So we're doing the bad recipe. I should just buckle down and craft that. Alright, so blocks of Electrum. Again, I don't know. I don't know if you guys like to see all this stuff, but I definitely enjoy crafting like montages almost the most, like just watching crafting recipes unfold. So no idea how common of an opinion that is, but I enjoy it. So a block is half, or sorry, 3. So that's 6. Another 6, or sorry, 3. Right? Yeah. And then red alloy, we've got 32. Okay. And then for plastic, say we want to just do 32. We're gonna need some more plastic for sure. You know, I feel like I never actually checked this rose quartz lamp recipe, because that's easier than I expected it to be. PCB blueprint requires basically everything. Where are you? Bookmark, bookmark, throw you up there. Okay, so I don't know what is better, that or that. Do we have this? We technically do. So lapis. We'll actually craft a couple of these. You know what? This is gonna be kind of annoying to use the same one, so it might just be better to do this. Yeah, because I'd have to clear it all out and so on and so forth. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to do upgrades at some point, so maybe it's better just to clear it out. So let's do augments instead. Actually, I think we can do tank size. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2. So now what we're going to do is just reverse the polarity on these. And we're going to say... Actually, we don't even need to do any of that. We can just straight up increase the size on this guy. Oh, you can only have one of the same type? Bummer. Oops, I think I just voided a bunch. I definitely voided a bunch. That's awkward. I think let's just try to craft it all. That's a lot of crafting. Okay, so why don't we just do... Yeah, we voided quite a bit. That's awkward. Anyway, we can just grab this here like this, grab input, and then move that there. Okay. Now we're good. Upgrade matrix. Saves on lapis lazuli. So useful. It really? Seriously? I mean, I don't have a ton of lapis, but if 4x is your lapis, I mean, okay. Alright, so let's get that back going there. Output. Input. Alright, we'll let that do its thing for now. Until this fills up, I guess. Man, I can't believe I avoided that much. I think it was half a tankish. Alright, we're crafting some brass-coated upgrade matrix. This is actually only useful for the mechanical visor upgrade? Huh. Okay. Well, let's craft 4 more then. Because why the heck not? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we are officially only missing the final ingredient, the empty PCB. Let's see. We are really short on gold. I've just smelted up the last bit we had. We'll cut this and then go from there. I think I might go mine some gold instead of just crying that there's none. There's definitely a lot more gold in the nether. What was that ore? Aluminum. Oh, aluminite. Nice. I always forget how easy it is to just get resources rather than generate them one way or the other. Of course, that is kind of the idea, to make it, you know, rewarding to actually do stuff. This is a lot of nether gold. I think this is actually supposed to be the custom stuff, but I'm not sure, because it does drop nuggets and raw gold. Alright, I just increased the chance for most ores in the nether. It feels really... it feels rarer than it should. Alright, so we ended up with about a stack and a half, which will be about 5 stacks-ish when it's all said and done. The current processing, or 4x. Yeah, there you go. And then I'll have to manually smelt it. That's fine. Aluminum I don't think is a problem right now. I'll probably just 2x it. Iron is always a problem, I feel like, so I'll... actually, I'm just gonna 2x iron too. Alright, this should be enough for 100, or sorry, 100. I wish it was enough for 100. No, it's enough for half a stack of empty PCBs. We're short on electrum for the other half. It's 1 plastic per as well. And right now we are sitting at 122 and 42. So not bad. 43. Unfortunately, it cools down. I need to essentially put a heat sink here instead. Otherwise, it won't actually work. So I have to pop those off. I'll automate this later, like everything else. Yeah. You can heat this up, which will be faster, but the acid will be used. I think at this point, time is... no, I'll tell you what, that is actually going to be... Let's see how fast it goes, I would say. The only problem is, it doesn't really seem like... Oh, it's not connected. Right. Does this need anything? No, but I do need the light box. Kind of messed this up. The aluminum can't actually be refined at this tier. It has to be processed once first. We can process those. That's because this is a tier 2 metal. I think this has to be crushed, yes. Now, if I want to, I can put this through the crusher one time. Or just smelt it. I might
I might just smelt it. I'm just gonna chuck it in here, call it a day. Because it would get me a little bit of extra aluminum, but I think we're fine for right now. Only got 1.4K, but that can be quadrupled. Alright, we officially have our first empty PCBs. Got another 16 cooking, but it's a good start. So these, if I'm not mistaken, are required to craft this, or one of them was. And there we go, the PCB blueprint, which is required to make the UV light box. Now, we should be in good shape. Now, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that needs power. Big shock there. We're actually pretty low on tin right now. These travel anchors are so nice. Anyway, there is a third air compressor. So this one is going to be converted into the create version. Those blocks are large. Here we go, the rotational compressor. So there is a bunch of different ones here. The advanced one, I would say, is the best. But I don't think we have access to this yet. Technically, no. Alright, so let's check this out. I don't know... Yeah. No, wait, what? Oh, it's at like a right angle? Okay. So, let's see. Tube connects there. Grab this. Alright, I can't really tell how fast this is generating because it says air generated rather than pressure. And I also have like two other ones here, which I don't know how fast these are. So it doesn't actually really say. Okay, 10 versus 12.5. So it looks like I could probably go faster, theoretically, but I'm happy with that. I mean, it looks kind of ugly, but what's new? Really, what's new? All right, so we've got the empty PCB in here. I put it at 90%. I'm guessing we're gonna need a lot of stuff here. We're also gonna need a drone, I'm pretty sure. I've never done pneumatic craft, like, actually. Honestly, I've never done a lot of mods. But, that being said, I think we do need... Oof, I shouldn't have crafted that last one. Yeah, would have had enough. Alright. Actually, I just realized failed PCBs can just be smelted. Alright, so this unassembled PCB was about 15. We're gonna just say 15 for rounding errors, but that would be 15, no, 1,000, 15 is about 66. So a bucket equals a stack. We will not do that, I don't think. That doesn't seem worth it. At least not in this at this point. I assume you can just extract directly out of everything you need to, and it'll just kind of smartly do its thing. So I'm going to craft a couple more of these item pipes. Now, I did deliberately make this pretty expensive on purpose, because I wanted pipes to be something that required you to automate them. It's not that bad, but it is also not cheap. So yeah, you're going to want a lot of resources in this pack. It starts you off pretty slow, but yeah, don't skimp on making alloys. Don't skimp on gathering resources. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. All right, so I think I want to switch this and this. That's fine. And then I want to put this. Oop, Hello. Mm, 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 mm. I think I want to do this. Okay. So I want the charging station. I'll get this figured out. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this will work fine. So all I need to do now, I think, is drop these in here. They should cook in the light box. I'll just put it at like 90. Not gonna really cry too much. They should automatically be pulled. Oh, wait, you're telling me the light box needs light? Actually, it might not. Hold on. Definitely needs pressure. Okay. So the light comes from inside, which is kind of what I expected. Oh, okay, so the last step is to assemble the PCB. Now, these are stuff that I might actually change the crafting of. I might actually do that right now, because I've been thinking about it. I might check how GregTech does it. Alright, so the capacitor is literally just aluminum and polyethane. Okay. And then this one is tin wire or ULV circuit, which is glass, steel, copper, SMD capacitor. Alright. So it's literally just foil in here. Just booting up a little cosmic chaos. The reason for this is because I believe this has the hardest GregTech recipes besides probably GregTech New Horizons. This pack was such a cool idea. I hope it can be rebooted at some point. It's just the scope of it that we were planning was crazy. We probably could have done it given enough time. It just felt like I don't know. Felt like there was a small amount of very invested people, and it made me sad to disappoint them, but at the end of the day, I felt like there just wasn't enough. It was essentially like I was trying to make, like, it felt like a space GregTech. Or, yeah, basically. Space, New Horizons. This is fun. Blue steel, platinum, lead, osmium, tantalum, resonant clathrite, primal mana dust. Ooh, good times. Yeah, so, Money Factory. Pretty hype. I always forget how long 1.12 packs take to boot. Man, I forgot how janky Pneumatic Craft looked. So at the end of the day, there's not a lot of going on besides like wires and pretty much whatever you want. It looks like it's just, yeah. I mean, it can match your thing. It's like a battery basically. And we have updated recipes. I gotta say, I really like the mob drop ore. This ore here is pretty awesome. I mean, that one didn't give it, but you get the idea. Alright, there's some silicon and a diamond saw. And then all we need now is some cobalt sheets, which we've got a block already. We are poor. I should be shoring up our foundations instead of rushing ahead of progression, but yeah, here we are. Alright, transistor, or capacitor, transistor. And then slap these guys on the board, and we are good to go. You actually need a ton of these, so. I think the first PCB might be the drone. Drone. Oh, I think this is done. Oh, yeah. It automatically inputs. So we need... yeah, I think I did this. I think. Yeah. 1, 2, perfect. And then drone.
Oh, it's 4. Oh no. Alright. Alright, well this extractor doesn't seem to take them out. I'm guessing it's directional. But yeah, we are collecting unassembled PCBs. 90 seems to be fine. We've got the last rotor. Except we need 2 more. Nice. Oh, I see. Okay. So this... Okay, okay. I understand now. For some reason I thought that this was required. So this is actually an upgrade. Okay, that makes more sense. So this should actually be done. And we'll actually have this be progression mode flexible as well. And that, oops, is actually going to be from here. Which, this actually might be on the next chapter, because you need it in the next chapter, if I recall correctly. Yes, you need it for these circuits. I don't think you need it for this, no. But you do need it for these circuits. So, here we go. And then this is gonna need the drone, so I gotta figure that out. I am so ready for a, controller here. I need me some channels. Anyway, we should have this, so I'm just gonna complete instantly. Alright, we are actually... These look so much scarier now that I've actually crafted them. It's really not that bad, all things considered, but, yeah. There we go. So it is sided. I'm guessing you can put pressure in the top, maybe? Also, I should thermal lagging if I was going to heat that. Yeah, I feel like this process should be passive, which is actually fairly close. Oh, that's the PCB blueprint right there. I mean, in lore. I mean, it's honestly pretty cheap, all things considered. I really want to see what an actual, like, layer with time would do in this pack. Because I have a pretty, like, low time budget to play. So I wonder what someone would do with, like, an actual proper time budget. Anyway, let's do in and out here, auto in, auto out. And there you have it, our very first ME controller. And that was pretty expensive. Alright, sweet. Now we need to look at like dense cables, P2P. It's really weird seeing these vanilla recipes here. I haven't got around to changing them yet. Memory card, P2P tunnels, dense cables. Do we need dense smart? I think you can unpack these technically. How many do we need? 2? Sweet. So we have a controller, and I think we can put it kind of... Where does it go down right there? I think we can put it right in this intersection here. And network booting. Sweet. And what are we talking here? Found something cursed. You can rotate the crafting terminal. Anyway, there you have it. We've got ourselves a ME controller and almost... what do we need from Pneumaticraft? Almost the laser. I think I need to add a drone and stuff here, but I'll mess with that later. So that is it. So we've got PCBs and the ME controller, which is pretty huge, honestly. Anyway, Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.